One take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lake. This is NBA One Take for your head, NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Newburgh, New York. This is NBA One Take, May 10th, 2023. It's the NBA playoffs. And we got some game fives. And the first game is the 76ers versus the Boston Celtics in Boston TD Garden Bank Arena. And this had all the mixed up emotions. We feeling that things is going to turn for the Boston Celtics. We just got that feeling because Boston seems like the team that should just be able to bounce back and be able to defeat the 76ers. But not tonight. What you saw is the Philadelphia 76ers taking the lead in this series 3-2, but they play on the court was letting you know, nah, this was not happening. Not there. Because Joel Embiid, the MVP, my MVP, had 33 and 7. Was out there looking spectacular, really killing them with short pull-up jumpers, which, you know, I do have an issue with at sometimes. I always say he plays like a good friend of mine that, you know, brother, you're bigger than everybody. Go down the post, bang, bang, score over the top. Do what you got to do. Stop doing guard shit. But Joel Embiid, he still do his guard shit a little bit, like dribble handle, want to cross up, want to pull up, jump, he want to do a lot. He can do it. Shoot threes and everything. But he was really in his bag tonight. And they was able to get the win, man. They was able to get the big win. And you got Tyrese Maxey, a guy that wasn't playing particularly well in this series so far, finished with 30, and he had 7 rebounds as well. See, and when Tyrese Maxey goes off, you know, when he goes off, sometimes he's a forgotten man out there. You know, it's like Doc Rivers doesn't run plays for him because he just feels that, you know, Maxey's just a baller. You know, I don't got to run plays for him. He just make things happen. He's one of those guys. And Tyrese Maxey, he definitely showed out and showed up big time. James Harden finished with 17, 10, and 8, still playing as a facilitator, and at times he could become a scorer. And for him to produce like that, because after he had 42 points, I thought that was it for him. He showed out again, knowing that other people got it going, and he was playing the role as facilitator. And Tobias Harris had a good night too with 16 and 14 rebounds. You see, this is what the Sixers need, production-wise, because they had the lead on Boston, was able to hold the lead and be able to beat them in their home arena, which I always say, you know how it is in Boston. You know, going back. And for the Celtics, Jason Tatum had 36 and 10. He was looking good out there, you know, at times, but then it was some things, you know, it's like that. What was up with Jason? And then, you know, it was one of those. Jaylen Brown finished 24. You really had nothing from anyone else besides those two. And that's a showing, you know, of your top 2 guys come out. If they're playing well, then there's not that third person, and then they lose. That hurts. But then sometimes, you know, Tatum or Brown would struggle, and then couple people else will step up and they get the win, which is good. But when those two, when they don't have that third person come out, it's when you got issues, you know. And you always got people talking about Joe Mazzulla and his coaching, and he should have called timeout in the last game. listen, Jesus. They got to let these guys play. They're a veteran team. They went to the finals last year. Respect what these guys was able to do. That's it. Gotta have trust in them. You can't over micromanage every little thing. These guys can get it done. They have a familiar core with one another. These guys play with each other for years. They know so much about each other, on the court. Let them figure it out. That's it. But they take the loss here. And now Philly's going to go back up to Philly, up 3-2, looking to close them out at 6. We will see about that. I don't know. I got this series going 7, but we gotta really see how Philly is able to close out a team Boston, because they're gonna go all out in Game 6. I'm gonna tell you that. They're gonna go all out. They're gonna do whatever it takes. And then the next game of the night is the Game 5 of the Denver Nuggets versus the Phoenix Suns. And this had, a billing of what's going to happen now. Phoenix was able to win 2 at their home, and now it's coming back to Denver. And then Denver made the adjustments, and it looked like they did, because Denver was able to get this win and go up 3-2 on Phoenix, which for the most part, their 2 stars had it rolling. But this night, Nikola Jokic, she had 29, 13, and 12. Another triple-double. Then he broke Wilt Chamberlain's record for most triple-doubles by center in the postseason. Nikola Jokic is just on another level with his play right now. And people are deeming him as the best player in the NBA. And, I don't really want to go there, but he's definitely a top 5 player. When I just look at a player and the totality of everything, right? The player, impact, what he means for the team, what he does production-wise, and everything like that. He's definitely a top 5 player. Definitely. No matter what people feel about his defense. But it showed. It showed. And you look, Jamal Murray finished with 19. Not too bad for him. And Michael Porter Jr. broke out a little slump. He had 19 and 8, but it was Bruce Brown off the bench with a lot of energy coming up big with 25. Denver, the Denver Nuggets, one way and away, going to the Western Conference Finals. And I'm not talking to the thing with Phoenix, right? Because KD finished with 26 and 11. Devin Booker got 28, and DeAndre did 8 with 14 points and 9 rebounds. Oh, yuck! Yeah, I'm gonna say that yuck again, because DeAndre 8 and my God, I don't know what's going on, but his name is in a lot of trade talks, and there's some teams that have won him. They think a change of scenery would be good for him. And Phoenix is like, change the scenery. Well, goddamn, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. I said the thing with Chris Paul not being there is somewhat of a good thing because of the matchup wise and everything like that. And Denver is really be able to dictate what's going on, what's being ran, easier to defend when Chris Paul is out there. And the last 2 games, they was able to do it because it was Booker handling. You got Cameron Payne, you got KD, you got other guys handling and doing a lot of responsibility. So Denver couldn't really capitalize on that. It looks like they did see a lot of what was going on. That's Coach Mike Malone. You know how I feel about him. And they was able to neutralize their stars from having really huge explosive nights. And they was out there smashing them. And it showed. Now they got to go back for Game 6 in Phoenix. For the most part, Chris Paul will not be playing as well. And Phoenix season is on the line, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This might be their best shot to get to actually win a championship. With the talent, the roster they have there. It's a little thin, but I think this is their best shot. I think next year is going to be tougher, really tougher, even if you make the trade. So they have a lot of answers they have to do. I think KD and Book got to show out like no other and take it upon themselves to will their team to win this. Okay, but it's gonna be tough. But this is NBA One Takes Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.